7 dictators who killed the most of their own people. 7. Yakubu Gowon, Nigeria. 1.1 million. Gowon was head of state during the Nigerian Civil War. The eastern region of Biafra declared independence. In response, Gowon blocked all supplies. This led to a bloody 30-month war that killed 100,000 soldiers. About 1 million Biafrans starved to death. 6. Mengistu Haile Mariam, Ethiopia. 1.5 million victims. Mengistu led a military junta called the Derg. He began his rule with a terror campaign against dissenters. Tens of thousands of people were executed. Then Mengistu nationalized agricultural lands. This led to the 1983-1985 famine that killed over 1 million people. 5. Kim Il-sung, North Korea. 1.6 million victims. Kim Il-sung established North Korea as a brutal communist dictatorship. His policies resulted in a famine in 1994. Kim punished dissent through public executions and disappearances. His descendants are still running the country. 4. Pol Pot, Cambodia. 1.7 million victims. Pol Pot led the brutal Khmer Rouge movement. His government outlawed education, religion, and finance. Anyone who was already educated was executed. City dwellers were moved to forced communal farms. In 4 years, the regime massacred a quarter of Cambodia's population. 3. Suharto, Indonesia. 2 million victims. Suharto turned Indonesia into a military dictatorship, but his most infamous crime was committed earlier. Between 1965 and 1966, he led the Indonesian army. He perpetrated a campaign of mass killings. It was directed at anyone he considered disloyal. Up to 1.2 million people were slaughtered en masse. 2. Joseph Stalin, Soviet Union. 23 million victims. The brutal communist leader enslaved and executed millions. Stalin organized massive purges and arbitrary terror. Millions of enemies of the people were imprisoned or executed. He also orchestrated the Holodomor, an artificial famine in Ukraine. It killed somewhere between 2 and 8 million people. 1. Mao Zedong, China. 78 million victims. Mao launched a massive project called the Great Leap Forward. It resulted in 45 million deaths between 1958 and 1961, mostly from starvation. About 2.5 million people were beaten or tortured to death. In 1966, Mao launched the Cultural Revolution. It killed millions more.